Our next question comes from Evan from Tulsa.
Oh. You, Evan. Sorry.
Welcome to Garbage Time, guys. I'm your host, Katie Nolan. Tonight in the show, we parlay the MLB playoffs with election props. I drink a Matty Ice, and in just a minute, Rob Riggle is going to join me for the first ever Garbage Time Town Hall debate. Yeah. Evan. But first, before we get into that, this week the news was dominated by other head-to-head matchups. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the biggest ones and do what Americans do best, pick a winner and yell about it. Round one. First up, the Patriots versus the Bills. And no, I'm not talking about Sunday's game. And I wish you all would stop talking about it as well, to be honest. No, I'm talking about the brawl that happened before the game. Yep, this one. This brawl here, this big fight where, like, 5 dudes from the Bills try to take on one guy from the Patriots. Nothing really happened, but the winner here, clearly the Patriots. I mean, come on, it only takes one Patriot to beat up an entire AFC East team. Welcome back, babe. Round 2. Bing! Heated matchup here, Bill Belichick versus a tablet. Ooh! That Microsoft Surface tablet really pissed Bill off. Good thing he wasn't looking at the field. The winner here, Belichick. Why? Because we're on to an iPad. Round 3. Boom! Here's a good one. America versus Europe. Now, 407 years ago, plus another 153 years, our forefathers kicked England's ass. But we continue to battle it out with Europe to this day in the gentlemanly sport of golf. You may have missed the Ryder Cup this weekend because America's got footballing to watch, which was happening in London. But Reed versus McIlroy was amazing. It was the most exciting thing to happen to golf since Tiger Woods absolutely drained ball after ball in every hole while also being pretty good at golf.
That's not appropriate.
Sorry. So, who wins this classic duel and therefore decides which country is the best country of all time?
To conclude his Ryder Cup.
Cheerio, mate. It's British. Yeah, it's good. I've been working on that. Let's have a look at our next fight, round 4. Oh, what? Bisping versus Henderson, UFC 204. Yeah, it's our first actual head-to-head matchup of this segment. It all goes down this weekend in Manchester, which is in the UK, which is the home of defending middleweight champ Michael Bisping. So many storylines here. It should be an incredible fight. So who wins? Spoiler alert, America. Yeah, because the fight may be in England, but the main card is still airing over here at 10 p.m., which means they're fighting at 3 a.m. local time. This feels like just the payback I needed for waking up at 9 a.m. to watch the Jags beat the Colts last Sunday. Okay, round 5. Jerry Jones versus football helmet. Whoa. It's a good thing concussions aren't real, or else I'd say he'd probs have one. Yeah. Winner here, that helmet, because he did what we all wanted to do. Okay, we've reached our final round. Our main event this evening. In one corner, we have a fearless Marine, a comedic juggernaut, and in the other, it's me. It's just me. Nolan versus Riggle in a heated showdown. And since the second presidential debate coming up on Sunday night is a town hall format, we decided we'd do the same. Because you don't have to be qualified to do these things anymore. Let's have a look.
Tonight's debate will be between Katie Nolan and Rob Riggle. Our first question comes from Jen out of North Carolina.
The Jaguars defeated the Colts in the first of the 3 NFL games in London this year. Katie, do you think the NFL should move a team to London, and why?
First, thank you for your question, Jen. Just want to say hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Great. Not sure why you're laughing. I'm genuinely excited to have you here.
She's not. This is pandering.
I think the answer is very clear no. You know, they already have football. It's a completely different sport over there. I wouldn't say they probably quite understand our rules. Also, the time difference makes it very difficult for us American football fans. We have to wake up at 8 in the morning to watch football. If you're on the West Coast, you're up at like 5. That sucks. And I just think overall, isn't it time we stop sending American jobs overseas? Thanks, Jen. Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Jen. And don't we all love the Tar Heel State? Should the NFL expand into London? Yes, absolutely. I mean, we need to grow this sport, all right? And the only way to do that is to take it over the pond. I love the NFL. It's a great sport, but the moms out there aren't letting their boys play football anymore. So we got to go overseas where they're still, you know, willing to bang their heads into stuff. And we just got to teach them how to do it with helmets. So I'm excited. I think they should expand it over there. I think it will help the sport grow, which is what this sport needs to do. So thanks for your question again, and let's grow America.
It's the National Football League, not the International Football League, and that, therefore, this
booyah.
physically can't.
You know what I'm saying?
They can have the Jaguars. That's not technically football, so you can take them. That's fine.
Antonio Brown was penalized for a touchdown dance on Sunday, and Josh Norman was penalized for a bow and arrow celebration that took place on the sidelines. Rob, do you think the NFL has gone too far in penalizing celebrations?
Yeah, the NFL needs to chill. Should they be penalized? Absolutely not. Enough with the overreach. Overreach.
The NFL has one job, and that's to enforce their rules, as we saw with the horrible persecution of Tom Brady this year. I think we can all agree was, speaking of overreach.
Overreach.
But here's
Again,
the thing.
thank you
On
for
the
another
field.
example of what I was saying. Thank you.
And I just don't trust a candidate who doesn't love flags. I love the flag, all flags. I say throw more flags. I'll kneel for it. I'll stand for it. Just flag, flag, flag. And this man just told you, I don't want the flags.
I don't want yellow flags.
I don't want flags. Do you hear that?
I don't want yellow flags.
Is what he's saying. And what you can't trust this man. That's
This is a
all
gross,
I have to say.
gross misrepresentation of my
Hates
words.
flags. Check out sex tape. Just check out sex
I don't
tape.
have to.
Check out sex
What are you
tape.
saying? Google sex tape?
Check out sex tape.
This is.
Katie, is rooting for your fantasy team at the expense of your actual team acceptable?
I say yeah. You know why? Your fantasy team is yours. You made it. Did you make your NFL team? Of course not. Listen, our parents, the old generation, they had to root for their only options. They had 32 options and they had to pick one. We don't have to do that. You can make your own team. Oh, I like this guy from this team and this guy from this team. Guess what? They're on the same team now, and you root for that team. This is your country. Thank you. Thank you.
In response to Katie's
Perfect answer.
blather, I'm just going to quote Abraham Lincoln.
He never said that.
Yes, he did. He absolutely. Look it up. Lincoln Douglas debates, 1860, was most of his response. It has to start somewhere. Loyalty has to be a part of your life. If not, what are we doing? What are we doing, folks? Let's get married this week. Let's get divorced next week. I'll get a new one. You need to pick a team, stay with them. You can't let Ben Roethlisberger come along and seduce you or beguile you because he put some major points last
Objection.
night against the
Objection.
Chiefs, which is the biggest mistake
Objection.
of life. You need to be, as the Beach Boys said, true to your school. Pick a team, stick with it.
You know, this man is in 4 fantasy leagues. 4. So
Okay.
he can sit up here and tell you that he's loyal to one team. He can't even pick one fantasy.
This is all speculation. I don't have to release my fantasy reports. There's no law that says I have to release those.
He hasn't paid his fantasy due since 1995.
That is simply not true. That is simply not true.
That was a wonderful debate. Some fact checking, just for integrity. I said our parents had 32 teams. I'm pretty sure the merger was in '66, so it's not accurate. But the point stands. Coming up, part 2 of that heated town hall debate. Who will win? It's me, I win. But please keep watching. We're also going to bet on baseball. Don't go away.
Big Papi, 10-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champion, 2,472 hits, 541 home runs, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. But you have a pen. You are the real hero. You travel the long, treacherous depths of Central Park, battling darkness, dehydration, Yankees fans, squirrels, to find one single bench, the Papi Bench. Congratulations on your accomplishments.
Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. Hey, playoff baseball is finally here. Yeah. One guy's excited. We only had to wait like 1,000 months, but the Blue Jays kicked things off last night with a dramatic AL wildcard win. Now, if you're an Orioles fan or a fan of any of the other 21 teams that are done playing baseball, have no fear. Just because your team isn't playing doesn't mean you can't still gamble. Someone should have told that to Pete Rose. Fun fact, you can also place prop bets on things that might happen in the upcoming presidential debates. So why not parlay some of those debate prop bets with your MLB playoff bets? We've come up with a few to get you started. This is Go Ahead Run for President. Or is it?
You're fired.
Is it Go Ahead Run for President? I don't know. Who cares? First, if you think the young and exciting Chicago Cubs are ready to take the next step toward becoming champions and Gary Johnson will join the debate series, bet the change-up. $100 could win you $2,620. One will have to break the curse, and the other will just have to name one world leader. Anyone, any world leader, anywhere. Why throw away just your vote when you can also throw away your money? Next, this is a sad but funny but sad segment. Next, if you think that the Washington Nationals will be world champs and Hillary Clinton will cause Donald Trump to walk out of a debate, bet the Beltway. A $100 bet could win you $14,150. Now, if this one hits, they will email you your winnings. Don't worry, it's secure. And finally, if you think Los Angeles will win the World Series and Donald Trump will lose his hairpiece during a debate, bet the Tax Dodgers. A $100 bet could win you $16,050, which, after taxes, nets out to $16,050. This has been Go Ahead, Run for President. See if I care. See if I care. I don't care. Prop bets for the debates. Who knew? Well, we did. There were even prop bets for my debate with Rob Riggle. Stuff like, who would insult someone in the audience first? Or, will Rob wink directly into the camera? Or which part of the female anatomy will Katie mention first? To find out the answers and to see who won, again, it was me, but you should watch it. Let's check out part 2 of the first ever Garbage Time Town Hall debate.
Next question is from Evan from Tulsa.
Rob.
Yes.
Catching Kelsey, a reality dating show starring Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, premieres this week. Should NFL players be encouraged or forbidden from having their own reality shows?
Thanks, Evan from Tulsa. Boomer Sooner? Huh? Oklahoma. That's in Oklahoma. Yes. And here's why. This is still America, Jack. If you can make a buck, go make a buck. All right? This isn't socialist Canada where you got to run everything through the government. Can I please make a TV show? Yes, you may. Let's all go catch Kelsey, because he's a Kansas City Chief, and he's super sexy.
Yeah, definitely clap for that. No, of course football players should not be starring in dating reality shows during the season. There is no need for a reality dating show for a current member of the NFL. And if we think that there is, let's give a reality show to Evan. I say we give Evan a reality show because he needs all the help that he can get. Evan, thank you so much for that question.
No, hold on a second. Evan, did you make the Pro Bowl last year?
No.
No.
And that's why he needs a reality show. Let's hear it for Evan. You girls interested? Maybe. Maybe.
Rob, should we go see your new movie in theaters this Friday, middle school?
Finally, we're getting down to the heart of it.
Yes.
Thank you, Vicky, from New York City. I think unequivocally I can say yes, you should absolutely go see this film. Middle school, it is fun for the whole family. Kids, adults, you all want to laugh, you want to have a good time. You want to bond as a family? Hey, middle school, worst years of my life. That's the name of the movie. Go see it. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it.
In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say that A, I appreciate you coming out today. B, he doesn't appreciate you coming out today. But that doesn't matter. What matters are the issues. This man just believes you can do whatever the f*** you want. You know why? Because he's a white male. And that's what history has taught him. So, do we need another one of these? Or do we need a vagina in whatever office this is that I'm running for? I don't know what it is, but pick me for it, because I want it. Damn it. Thank you.
The mic was still on when you... Yeah, still there. Friends, we've heard a lot today.
Oh, he's going to stand up. Where'd he get that move from?
Most of it, total Look, I think the choice is pretty clear. Bingo. Everything she said today is horse crap. It's misguided. It's ill thought out. It's a waste of your time and beneath all of us. So if we're talking about winning whatever we're running for right now, I don't believe a vagina is the top qualifier. And maybe it is. Times are changing.
That concludes this debate. Thanks to our candidates.
Only one quick fact check here. Those girls in the front row did not want to date Evan. Coming up, the second half of our show, let's see if Mac Brown sticks around for it. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. It's time for Man, we are crushing Gary Johnson on the show today. First up, I'm going to add Matty Ice. Yeah, Matt Ryan had a bit of a rough year last year, but this year, he's basically the league MVP through 4 weeks. He leads most fantasy leagues in scoring, and he put up 4 touchdowns and 500 passing yards Sunday against the defending NFC champs. So, what was it that happened in the offseason, I wonder? I feel like we're already friends because you were my fantasy quarterback for a while there, so I'm going to give you a Matty Ice.
You're going for it, all right.
It's a good day. It's going to be a good day. Oh, that's right. He drank a Matty Ice on our show, so I'm adding Matty Ice, the beer. Mm-hmm. Hey, Fitz, we've got a whole case of these. If you want to, they make quarterbacks good, so we'll just keep them for you here. I'm gonna drop beer from Vice. Yup, beer from Vice, the media company. They announced their own craft beer this week called Old Blue Last. Said their co-president, "We love beer, and frankly, without beer, there'd be no Vice." So I personally am looking forward to next year when Vice starts selling weed. Start selling weed again. Next, I'm going to add Mark the DJ for working late on Saturday night after DJing a wedding at the Vikings US Bank Stadium. So late, in fact, everybody left him there.
I'm the only one here as far as I can tell. So say a prayer that I find a way out. Tell somebody, talk to somebody. I'm stuck.
Okay, he has a great work ethic, though, working late on a Saturday and not like, I don't know, leaving in the middle of a wedding or something, which is why I'm gonna drop Mac Brown for leaving work early on Friday night to catch a flight. And usually that would be okay, unless your work is calling a college football game live on television.
And apparently, Mac's got to leave us right now. Otherwise, you're not going to see this shining face on your TV tomorrow. So,
I hate to leave the game, but this one's going to finish as one of the better games of the year.
You just can't do that, Mac. You can't just like pack up your stuff and leave before the show's over and then just like expect other people to like pick up your slack for you.
That's it for Retro.
Just kidding. Coming up, we shout out this year's reason the Cubs won't be winning the World Series. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. Running out of time in the show, but there's some stuff we didn't cover. So before we go, some quick shout-outs. Shout out to the long-suffering Chicago Cubs, who Sports Illustrated said would be the World Series champs on their new cover. That cover then burped a bunch of times, went into the bathroom, and said, "I killed them all," because holy what a jinx. And shout out to our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's a sumo wrestler running track. Choose your own joke, because we can't say any of them. That's all for this week, guys. Thanks to Rob Riggle for stopping by, and to Derek Waters for doing our podcast. He'll be on the show next week. And thanks to you guys for watching. Have a great week. Here's more garbage. Oh, it's so warm.
Evan, thank you for your question. It was Evan, Ethan, Jonathan.
Freedom is what it's all about. Liberty, freedom. Liberty is just another word for freedom. So freedom, at the end of the day, and liberty, and seeking liberty and freedom.